Shalom. This week's Sedra is Sedra Terumah. Every yeshiva and synagogue leader can tell you fundraising is much easier, although not that easy, when you can offer naming rights to a new wing or to a library. But try holding a fundraiser to pay the electric bills or water bills, and few donors will step up. Many will attribute the attraction to the naming of a new wing to ego, but it can also be the excitement of building something new that attracts donors. Paying the electric bill and water bills doesn't provide that same excitement as the new wing. This week's Torah portion begins with the key to understanding fundraising and giving. The portion begins with God speaking to Moshe. Tell the Jewish people to bring me gifts. You shall accept gifts for me from every person whose heart so moves him. These are the gifts that you shall accept from them. Gold, silver, copper, goes on to list 13 different gifts. In his commentary on this verse, Rashi wrote, our rabbi said the expression gift is used 3 times. This is an allusion to the 3 different offerings. One is the offering which consisted of a half a shekel a head, and of which the sockets in the tabernacle and the Mishkan were made, as is set forth later in Sefer Shemos. Another is the offering for the altar, a half a shekel a person that was given to the funds for which the purpose of the communal sacrifices, and the other one is that implied by the words my offering and referred to by the word silver in the next verse, the offering for the tabernacle, which was a voluntary gift from each individual. The 13 different gifts that are mentioned in this section were all required either for the work of the tabernacle, the construction of the tabernacle, or making the articles contained in it, or for the Kohen's clothes, the priest's garments. Rashi pointed out that the 3 times that God used the word gift referred to the 3 half-shekel gifts that are given by the Jewish people. These 3 are directed to paying the expenses of building the tabernacle, specifically, as we said, the sockets. The second to cover the expenses of the daily offerings. And the third, the voluntary donation that went to the maintenance expenses of the Mishkan and eventually to the expenses of the temple. The excitement of building the tabernacle was so great that the gifts came in so fast and in such great quantity, Moshe had to eventually turn the Jewish people away. One can imagine that this wasn't true of the tax levy to pay for the daily offerings in the tabernacle and the temple. Even less so was the excitement to pay the maintenance bills of the tabernacle. While we don't find the excitement of the building expressed in Midrashim about the daily offerings and the maintenance, we don't find that the administrators of the temple had a problem raising the funds either. This lack of travel could be attributed to the obligatory taxes, but it is clear that people also voluntarily gave to the offerings and to the maintenance of the temple. What caused them to give? The answer lies in the beginning of our portion as well. God described the givers as generous of heart. There are many, many motivations to giving charity. A cynic will look down on the different motivations, casting aspersions on most donors. In truth, many positive motivations exist as well. Wanting to make a positive change and wanting to help are all healthy motivations. But God taught in this week's reading that the most important motivation is generosity of heart. When someone is motivated to give because of their generosity, they don't care where their money is going, as long as it's needed and is serving a good purpose. It's the generosity of heart that should cause us to give, not necessarily a donation of where the money is going. Shabbat Shalom.